Well, good day, friends. I'm Franky, and this is the Think Tank. Well, I've been going through a few articles this morning looking for some updates, and I did come across a couple of things for the Moscow 4 that were sadly killed basically a month ago today. So I found this article very interesting, and it's talking about that body cam footage where you could basically see kids running in the background. So let's go over this. So eerie moment. Group walks past Idaho home where 4 university students were stabbed in their sleep as bungling cops refuse to say if they've spoken to them or haven't made any arrests a month after the killings, calling them bungling. Guys, I'm not positive on that statement yet. So it says a group of people were spotted walking near the home where the University of Idaho students were slain in their sleep. As the brutal unalivings were captured, that captured the nation's attention. Internet sleuths are now pointing to new details from a police stop that occurred near the Moscow off-campus home of the victims. Just minutes before police said students weren't alive, plainclothes officers had made an unrelated stop in the area of three students for suspected underage drinking. Let's take a peek. I do believe this is brief, but I'm trying to make this bigger here. It's not working with me. Come on. So you guys able to see that at all? I'm hoping so because it's not letting me. So we do know that this is a party town, so we can't base any aware as far as that goes, but it is an absolutely interesting fact. The group of people could be spotted walking hurriedly past police when the officers made an unrelated stop. So I guess that's the picture back there of them going through. Internet sleuths, when they're doing their things properly, when they do, like, say, and a lot of the other ones, not so great. So Ethan Chapin, 20, Madison Mogan, 21, Xana Knodel, 20, Kaylee Goncalves, 21, were all students at the University of Idaho that were brutally attacked between 3 and 4 a.m. Though officials have previously said that there is nothing of value on the body cam of that night's stop, it remains unclear if police have questioned the people seen walking hurriedly in the background. Well, in my mind, they're not going to give us all the answer to all these questions, but the police stop is clocked between 2:50 a.m. to 3:12 a.m. on November 13th, and officials do believe that the unalivings took place between 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. So there is possibility that they could get new information by talking to these people. And of course, that would be a fact, right? Okay, so let's see. This is the area where they really want people to watch their cameras. This is where that's located. And this is where Sakai, that party that Xana and Ethan went to. That camera footage is from right in here. Good description of the house. These are the 2 gals that survived. Their rooms are right in here. Ethan and Xana their room, I do believe. Let me see. I'm trying to figure out. Okay, I think it's that one back there. And then we have, this would be the bathroom. This would be Maddie. And over here would be Kaylee. Gives us a little bit of an idea as far as the house goes, but we do have that virtual one that works out better. They are saying they are getting a lot of tips right now and that they are sorting them. Basically, I would imagine based on importance. It's going through the FBI tip line, and hopefully somewhere in that batch of information, they're able to find more information. So one thing, I don't know if it's on here or not, but Police Captain Paul, okay, I can't say his last name, Kowalski, 64 said that these were mostly targeted or probably targeted attacks. Now I'm going to have to find where I read this, but I do believe he said it. I do believe. Let's do this. So let's see here. Let's jump out of here and look at another update. These aren't large. We shouldn't be here very, very long, but I do want to touch base on them because this is new since I got up this morning. And right here, Masco murders, we are keeping that information close to the vest. So this is basically saying that they're not going to compromise their investigation to appease people's appetite for information. After the attack that claimed the 4 lives of students off campus at the University of Moscow, the Moscow police say they are holding information they have close to the vest, so compromise bringing someone to justice. Now, this was said in the press release that we went over yesterday, so take a look at that. Police are, as we know, interested in that 2011, 2013 white Hyundai Elantra with unknown plate. Lanier said that they believe the car was in the area at the time of these unalivings, and the occupant or occupants of the car may have something that MPD is looking to speak, and whoever was in that car. They're just looking for those people, hoping that they have information. And I said, our keep a lot of things close to the vest. We owe that to the families and we owe that to the victims. We want more than just an arrest. We want a conviction. So yeah, people are getting frustrated, but I do believe that law enforcement has the right thing in mind. So that tip line 208-883-7180, or you can email tipline@ci.masco.id.us. Digital information, fbi.gov.moscow, Idaho. All right. I don't know what you guys are thinking about the sounds in the back. I'm trying something new to keep my dogs in line, so this is relaxing sounds to keep your dog mellow. Okay, I found this interesting as well. Idaho murders update as 50 search warrants obtained in the investigation. This is from MSN, and they're pretty reliable, aren't they? Latah County Prosecutor Bill Thompson said that his office has obtained more than 50 search warrants for the investigation into the brutal unalivings of the University of Idaho students. Into a local newspaper, the Moscow Pullman Daily News, said that the Latah County Prosecutor's Office is currently providing legal advice to law enforcement investigating the quadruple unaliving. According to Thompson, more than 50 search warrants have already been obtained. Okay, let's check out.
So numerous call online investigation. There's been a lot of questions about the white car that we've been in. We're looking for that car because we are in the area, and we also believe under odds may have seen something, may not know seen something. So we specifically, we want to know or might be able to contribute to the investigation. Over the week, investigators have sorted through and prioritized numerous tips. Some came in earlier and we've been working on. Other tips are new, and it's overwhelming sometimes with the amount of information that comes in on these. Our analysts have spent hours sorting through and trying to come up with the most relevant first for the investigators to follow up on. They have re-interviewed some of the folks we've interviewed earlier in this investigation to clarify information. Sometimes when new information comes forward, the people that were looking beforehand may have new insight on that. So it does often, we're tracking, but we're really just trying to get the most important details and time we come up with. We have literally an army of analysts who have videos that have been submitted through the FBI.gov Moscow upload site. Those videos are from all over town, gas stations, and specifically the area around King Road. We've been trying to use those videos to garner new information. As you can imagine, there's hours and hours and hours of videos, so it does take a lot of time. I want to talk a minute about safety. There's been a lot of speculation about what is the safety to the public right now, or the risk to the public right now. I would just like to add that we should always be vigilant. Certainly we should be vigilant now, but we should make that a way of life for us. We should always be walking with our head up, sticking to lighted paths, and walking in groups if we can. And in addition, letting people know when you've arrived home if you have not made prior arrangements. This is not an indication of a specific elevated risk, but something that we should be vigilant with just in our daily lives.
Well said. Okay. So, identified its first publicly revealed lead in the investigation. Oh, sorry, saying that they to talk to the of this 2011-2013 Hyundai. So that is big on their radar, right? They need as much information as they can on this car. So anybody, I mean, send this out far and wide. Just see what we can do about making a difference as far as helping. Let's do what we can. I mean, and a lot of us are limited, but doesn't mean our reach has to be. Okay, so this is always interesting too, right? I'm not sure if this is anything to do with this case or not. I'm undecided. But convicted killer arrested a mile away from the University of Idaho murders. Let's just take a look at this here. Convicted killer arrested a mile away from the Idaho coroner who ruled that the four University of Idaho students were stabbed to death in their sleep, is also a defense attorney. So I don't know. What are you guys thinking about that? What are you guys thinking of that? I just think I'll throw this out there. That's kind of how I feel about that. So, so this guy, students were stabbed to death in their sleep, is also a defense attorney for a convicted killer who was just arrested earlier this week, just a mile away from the scene of the quadruple homicides. James Curtis Leonard, this dude, 39 years old, of Idaho, allegedly beat his wife and then stalked her around the house with a pointy object and then slashed himself, according to the documents obtained by Fox. So this is her. This is sadly our victims and the two roommates that have nothing to do with this, I might add. This is the house. We've got Kaylee's bedroom up here, the bathroom, and then sadly, this was Maddie's room where the attack took place. Sliding doors, which they believe the perpetrator probably went in and out of. And there he is there. This is probably the damage he did to himself that they were talking about. Of course, this is, they call this the front. I'm not quite sure how that works, but I guess, yeah, I'm not quite sure how that works. There's the front door. And this is the bedrooms that the roommates were in. And then up here, of course, we've got Xana's room, and I think the unoccupied room. I do believe, let me get myself coordinated here. I believe that would be Maddie bathroom and Kaylee. Memorial, look at all those flowers. This is the car that they're looking for. The 2011 to 2013 Hyundai Elantra that they say they're looking for. Police have said they believe that these happened between 3 and 4 a.m. A neighbor said that the front door, which gives access to the house on the basement or main entrance, was left open. They were walking by on about 8:30 in the morning and noticed that this was open. Police believe Ethan and Xana visited the Sigma Chi house from 9 p.m. on November 12th until about 1:45 when they returned to Xana's off-campus home. Again, this is, it's a good map. This is just like, boom. Kaylee's father, Stephen, previously told News Nation's Brian Enton that police had told him her injuries were worse than the other victims, but he did not go into detail. Moscow police contradicted that remark in their new statement, saying, with an active criminal investigation, law enforcement has not released additional facts to the family. This is Maddie and Kaylee. Weeks after the grisly murders, few answers have come out, and authorities have yet to name a suspect. Autopsies determined 4 students were stabbed, likely from a fixed blade knife, and they are looking at that K-bar type knife, and they have been to different areas looking for recent sales. Information that will add context to the picture investigators are creating of what occurred that evening. Moscow police said in a statement on Monday, our focus is investigation, not the activities. Your information, whether you believe it's significant or not, might be one of the puzzle pieces. Yeah, so, no. Okay. There we are. So that's what we have right now on this fellow. I don't know if he is in any way connected to this case, but absolutely, I'm sure the cops are looking into this guy. And let's see here. So now I want to take a quick look at this house again. They've added a little bit to it, so furniture, actually. But let's just get another kind of look at the house so we know what's what and where things are. So this is the living room, and they've added the couch. I don't know if that is actually what they had in there, but I'm going to assume so because whoever is doing this up, Orbix 360, they've been very accurate. So this is where they believe that the assailant came in. So literally, as we were looking at yesterday, comes in, and if the girls were the target, look at how close that is, and straight up the stairs to the bedrooms. This here is sadly where the attack took place. This is Maddie's bedroom. And over here would be Kaylee's bedroom. They put a bed in there. And she had the room with the sliding doors. So we know that this room was not used because she was finishing up her packing. So we got the kitchen. We got the first bedroom. So you come up the stairs or down the stairs, you end up in this living room. And it's kind of a little jig-jag and around the corner. And this is Zana's room. And this is the room that sadly we've seen the seepage of the red stuff going through this foundation. So you can go back out here to the living room and down the stairs. And this is that door that they're saying was open at 8:30 in the morning. Look at the lock. It's the only one I've really found. So this is bedroom A and B, where both of the surviving victims were. And of course, we have the bathroom. So guys, right now, that's where we're at. I just wanted to go through this very fast with you, touch base, see if there was any new updates, and here's where we're at. So for now, I think that's where I'm going to leave it. Again, this is where I am right now. It's all speculation. So you guys do your research, see what you think, and let me know in the comments below. I would seriously, as you know, I love the think tank. I'd love to hear your opinions. So on that note, I will let you go, and I will absolutely see you in the next one. Bye.